Good morning, boys and girls. Hope you're all keeping well, happy and safe. I hope you all had a nice holiday and that Santa was very good to you. I'm sorry that we're not getting to be back in school as soon as we had hoped, but unfortunately the way things are, it is safest for us to stay at home. So I'm excited to start our home learning journey. It's going to be very similar to what we do every day in school, so you should be well able to do these activities on your own. First up, we are going to be starting with our phonics. Senior infants, you are going to be opening up your Just Phonics book on page 64 today. The sound we are doing this week, boys and girls, is the ow sound, as in ouch. The letters O and U come together to make the ow sound. Say it with me 3 times. Ow, ow, ow. Click this link here to watch a video of all different ow words. Sound them out with the reader and use your fingers when you're sounding out your words. After you've finished listening to the video, boys and girls, I want you to go to page 64. The first thing you need to do is trace your special friend, ow. Remember, a special friend is when 2 or more letters come together to make one sound. When you've that done, you go on to the next part, part B. You have to read the words in the clouds. If they have the ow sound, you colour them in, and if they do not have the ow sound, you cross them out. Let's do the first 2 together. Sh, t, shot. Does shot have the ow sound? What do you think, boys and girls? Thumbs up if it does, thumbs down if it doesn't. It does not have the ow sound, so I cross it out. Second word, h, ow, s, house. Does house have the ow sound, boys and girls? Yes, it does, so I'll colour it in. When you've that part done, boys and girls, you move on to part C. You have to look at the boxes. You have small boxes for small words. You have small boxes for small letters, tall boxes for tall letters, and long boxes for long letters. When you have a longer rectangular box, that lets you know it's where your special friend goes. So straight away I'll write my special friend of the day, ow. And it's a tall letter next. Which one of these clouds has a 3-letter word that ends in a tall letter? Aha, out. Next one. Small letter, tall letter, special friend, and ends in a tall letter. Aha, shout fits in because S is a small letter, H is a tall letter, it has my special friend in the middle, and T is a tall letter. When you've this part of the activity done, you move on to D. You have to colour each picture that has an ow sound and cross out the ones that do not. Let's look at this picture. It is a picture of trousers. Let's sound it out together. T, ow, s, s. Trousers. Trousers. Yes, it does have the ow sound, so I'll colour it in. The next word then is couch. K, ow, ch. The third word, boot. B, oo, t. Boot. The fourth word, spout. out, spout. The fifth word, toilet, toilet, toilet. And the last word, mountain, ow, mountain. You have to complete the rest of this page on your own. Remember, just like we do in class, you're going to write the date up at the top of the page. Today's date is the 11th of January. It is the 11th day of the first month of the year. When you're finished your activity, boys and girls, take a picture and upload it to your Class Dojo portfolio. First class, you are also going to be exploring the ow sound. You are going to be doing page 54 in your Just Phonics today. As we just saw with senior infants and as you learned last year, OU can come together to be the special friend that makes the ow sound. Another way we can make the ow sound is OW. OW can come together to make the ow sound as well. Click on this link to listen to words with the ow sound using OW. But OW is a special friend that has two different sounds. It can make the ow as in ouch sound, but it can also make the O as in crow sound. Click this link to watch the YouTube video showing you different OW words that make the O sound. Remember, boys and girls, to read aloud the sounds with the video and use your fingers when you're sounding out the different sounds. After you've finished watching those two videos, I want you to open up page 54 in your Just Phonics. Just like we do in school, write today's date at the top of the page, please. It is 11.1, the 11th day of the first month of the year. On the left side of the page, you have OW words that make the O sound. And on the right side of the page, you have OW words that make the ow sound. Your job is to read the words on top of each list and match them with the correct picture. So let's do the first one together. What is this a picture of? It's a picture of a crow. I will look for the word crow in my list. Aha, I found it. K-R-O, crow. So I'll write it in beside the picture of the crow. Just like we do in class, boys and girls, cross out the word once you've finished using it. Now you move on to your ow sounds. This is a picture of a clown. Again, I read my words at the top of this list and find my word clown. K-L-O-W-N, clown. So I write it in beside my picture. Remember, when you are done writing a word, you cross it out from your list. Now I will read through the words with you, and then you have to complete the rest of the page on your own. Crow, grow, snow, elbow, window, shadow, clown, cow, owl, shower, down, flower. Now it's time for your dictation sentence at the bottom of your page. I am going to play your dictation sentence. You are going to hear the lady say it twice. Then I will say it one more time. When you're writing your dictation sentence, remember, do it completely on your own. It is totally fine to make mistakes because we learn from mistakes. Remember your capital letters at the beginning of your sentence, finger spaces in between your words, and full stop at the end of your sentence. It is very important to write neatly so I can read your work clearly. Remember, this sentence is definitely going to have some ow and o sounds that are spelt with the OW special friend. Ready, boys and girls? 1, 2, 3.
Dictation, page 54. The brown owl is on the window. The brown owl is on the window.
So, boys and girls, that sentence had 7 words. The brown owl is on the window. When you are finished writing that sentence, take a picture of your work and send it to me on your Class Dojo portfolio. Well done, boys and girls. Next, boys and girls, it's time for our spellings. Senior infants, you are going to be needing your spell well and opening it up on page 30. First class, you also need your spell well, but open it up on page 50, please. First, we're going to start by sounding out our words. Senior infants, your first spelling tonight. Let's sound it out using our fingers together. J, A, B. Job. J, A, B. Job. I've my short O vowel sound A in the middle of my word. What type of a word is job? I have a very important job to do. Is it a noun, a person, place, animal or thing? A verb, which is a doing word. An adjective, which is a describing word for a noun. An adverb, which is a describing word for a verb. Or a preposition, a word that tells us the position or place of something. Job is a noun because it is a thing. Colour it yellow, please. Next word. B. Rob. My short vowel sound A is in the middle of my word. What type of a word is rob? He did not rob me, but he did rob the bank. Pretend as if you're robbing something, boys and girls. What type of a word is rob? It is a doing word, so it's a verb. Colour it red, please. Your third and last spelling for tonight, senior infants. Let's sound it out together, boys and girls. S-A-B. Sob. Sob means to cry. Boys and girls, pretend that you are sobbing. What type of a word is sob? It is a doing word, so it is a verb. Colour it red, please. When you have finished colouring your words, practice writing each word beside it 3 times. When you've that done, you do activity B at the bottom of page 30. First, you have to spell log. Then you have to spell dog. And last, you have to spell rod. So the first word We'll do it together. Log. L-A-G. When you have that done, boys and girls, send me a picture and upload it to your Class Dojo portfolio. First class, your sound this week is going to be the ow sound. As we saw with our phonics, we can make ow using the OU special friend. Let's sound out our first word together. L, ow, d. Loud. I can shout loud. What type of a word is loud, boys and girls? It is an adjective because it's a describing word. Colour it blue. Remember, boys and girls, just like we do in class, underline your special friend as you're sounding it out. Second word, ouch, ouch. Third word, out, out, about. I cycle about the yard. About is a preposition. Colour it green. Did you notice that the word out is hidden in the word about? Last spelling tonight, boys and girls. K-l-ow-d. Cloud. What type of a word is cloud, boys and girls? It is a thing, so it's a noun. Colour it yellow, please. For you word detectives out there, can you spot a smaller word in the word cloud? The word loud is hidden in the word cloud. And remember, you practice writing each spelling 3 times. When you've that done, move on to page 51, activity B. You are going to be doing the opposites of these words. The opposite of countryside is town. Check your spelling list to check that you are writing your words correctly. The opposite of high is low. You'll do the rest on your own now, please. Remember to check your word spelling list to help you. It is okay if you make mistakes because just as we do in school every day, we're going to be correcting it tomorrow together. Okay, boys and girls, best of luck. Now, boys and girls, it's time for our mini oral language lesson. All this week, we are going to be learning about different rooms in the house, and we are going to be learning how to define them. That means explaining what the word means. Today, we are learning all about the kitchen. A kitchen is a place, so that means it's a noun. The kitchen is a room in your house. But what makes it different than other rooms in your house? It is a room in your house where people cook, people eat, and people clean. What can you find in this room that you can't usually find in other rooms? In kitchens you can find ovens, pots and pans, a kitchen table, cutlery, and sinks and dishwashers. Now, boys and girls, I want you to go to your own kitchen. Tell your family what happens in the kitchen. Can you define what kitchen means in your own words? For this activity, you do not need to upload anything. but it is important that you remember the definition because I'll be asking you later on in the week what does it mean when I ask what is a kitchen. Girls, it's time for our Irish lesson. We are going to begin our Irish lesson every day this week the exact same way, by practicing reading our 2 special words of the week. This week, our 2 special words are tá, which is a verb that means is, and sa, which is a preposition that means in. You are going to practice reading these words by playing 2 games online. You can click on the 2 links shown below here. This link will bring you to a game where you can practice reading the word tá, and this link will bring you to a game that will practice the word sa. These 2 videos will show you how to play each game. Hope you have fun, boys and girls. Today we are talking about the kitchen. Kitchen is Kishtin as Gaeilge. Say it after me, Gamal. Kishtin. Your turn. Kishtin. Now say it loudly. Os ord. Kishtin. Your turn. Kishtin. Now say it gecuin, quietly. Kishtin. Your turn. Kishtin. And now say it quickly. Gatapa. Kishtin. Your turn. Kishtin. This is Niamh. Niamh is in the kitchen. Where is Niamh? Niamh is in the kitchen. Cá bhfuil Niamh? Tá Niamh sa kishtin. Say it after me. Tá Niamh sa kishtin. Did you notice our 2 new words? Tá, which is, and sa, which is in, and kishtin, which means kitchen. Let's say it together one last time. Tá Niamh sa kishtin. Next, boys and girls, what can we find in the kitchen? Cad atá sa kishtin. We have to help Niamh find 3 rudaí sa kishtin. Repeat after me. Spúnog. 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 Pláta. Repeat after me. Pláta. Gamal. Pláta. Gatapa. Pláta. Gacuin. Pláta. Board. Board. Repeat after me, Gamal. Board. Gatapa. Board. Gacuin. Board. Seo spúnog. Your turn. Seo pláta. Your turn. Seo board. Your turn. Now, I want you to go to your kishtin. Feig spúnog, pláta agus board sa kishtin. Next, boys and girls, we are going to practice putting these 3 new words into sentences with our special words of the week, tá and sa. Senior infants, practice and repeat after me. Tá spúnog sa chiste. Uair amháin eile, tá spúnog sa chiste. Tá pláta sa chiste. Tá pláta sa chiste. Tá bord sa chiste. Tá bord sa chiste. First class, now I want you to practice reading these sentences aloud to a member of your family. Tá spúnog sa chiste. Tá pláta sa chiste. Tá bord sa chiste. Next up, boys and girls, it's time for some science. This week we are going to be identifying and investigating a range of different materials that are used in our homes. In science, when we talk about materials, we mean what is an object made out of. There are many different materials such as metal, glass, plastic, fabric, concrete, wood, ceramic and rubber that different things in our homes can be made out of. Watch this video link to figure out more about these different materials. After you have watched the video, I want you to go to your kitchen. Your job is to go on a hunt for these different materials: metal, glass, plastic, fabric, concrete, wood, ceramic and rubber. When you have found these different materials, I want you to take a picture and upload it to our Class Dojo portfolio. If you do not want to send 8 different photos, you can use the Layout app on your parents' phone to make a collage of 8 different pictures in the one photo. Happy hunting, boys and girls! Now, boys and girls, it's nearly time for a movement break. But first, we're going to revise how to count in twos. Items that are found in twos in our kitchen are knives and forks. They come in a pair. So, let's count our pairs of knives and forks together. Remember, we're counting in twos each time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and finally 20. One last time all together. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now, boys and girls, click the link for your Counting in Twos movement dance. Enjoy! I hope you enjoyed your mini workout, boys and girls. Now we're going to continue on with some more maths. This week we are exploring 3D shapes in our homes. Last term, we learned a lot about different shapes. Watch this video by following the link to remind yourselves about the differences between 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Remember, 2D shapes are flat and 3D shapes are shapes which stick out and take up more space. After you have watched the video, I want you to go on a cylinder hunt in your kitchen. This is a cylinder. A cylinder has two flat circle faces, 1, 2, and one rectangular face which is folded over. So it has two flat faces and one curved face. So we can say it has three faces all together. This is white pudding. White pudding is found in your fridge. It is a cylinder. This is a cup. A cup is found in your cupboard. It is a cylinder. This is a barrel. Barrels are often found in the kitchens of restaurants. Now, boys and girls, it's time for you to go on your cylinder hunt in your kitchen. I want you to take a photo of what you find and attach it to your Class Dojo portfolio. Happy hunting, boys and girls! Now that you've found your cylinders, I want you to complete a maths investigation. Your job today is to check to see if your cylinders can stack, slide and roll. Do this with adult supervision because some of our cylinders, such as glass jars, are breakable. When I say stack, I mean does it go one on top of the other easily without sliding off? Does your cylinder slide just like you slide when you go down the slide in the playground? Does your cylinder roll just like the wheels on the skateboard are the wheels of your car? If you need help figuring out the difference between stack, slide and roll, click this link to watch a video. Now, boys and girls, it's time for some mental maths. First class, for this activity, you will need your Work It Out open on page 32. Today we are doing Monday of week 15. Boys and girls and senior infants, if you want, you can listen to this slide and see if you can answer any of these questions out loud to a member of your family. I will read out the questions and I will give you time to answer them. At the end, we will correct it all together just like we do in class. Ready, boys and girls? Number 1. 5 plus 8 equals. Number 2. 5 plus 9 equals. Number 3. 5 plus 4 equals. Number 4. 5 plus 10 equals. Number 5. 5 plus 0 equals. Here, boys and girls, you will see the days of the week written in order, starting with Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Use these words that are written above to help you with your spelling, because you will be using these words to answer questions 6, 7 and 8. Number 6. Today is. Write today's day here. Number 7. Tomorrow will be. Write what day it will be tomorrow here. Number 8. Yesterday was. Write the day it was yesterday here. Number 9. 12 take away 5 equals. Remember, boys and girls, if you need to use your rough work to help you, you can always write your number line down below. If we're taking away, we're going backwards on our number line. If we're adding, we're going forwards on our number line. Number 10. It is 3 o'clock. Show 1 hour later than 3 o'clock. Draw that time here. Remember, your longhand shows the o'clock and your shorthand shows the hour. Number 11. How much money do I have? 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent and 2 cent makes how much money altogether? Number 12. Here I have 3 3D shapes. Tick the one that rolls. Number 13. 2 less than 20 is. Number 14. 3 plus what equals 10? 3 plus what equals 10? And finally, number 15, ring the even numbers. Remember, boys and girls, even numbers are the numbers that you land on when you count in twos. Now, boys and girls, we are going to correct together. 5 plus 8 equals 13. Give number 1 a tick here, please. 5 plus 9 equals 14. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 5 plus 10 equals 15. 5 plus 0 equals 5. Today is, well, that's an easy one. It's up at the top of our page. Monday. Remember, boys and girls, that days of the week get capital letters, so you should have a nice tall capital M for Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. It's got our U-E sound that we did at the end of December. That makes the U-U-U sound. Tuesday, and a tall capital T for Tuesday. Yesterday was, well, if today is Monday, yesterday was Sunday. Sunday is the last day of the weekend. Make sure it gets a nice tall capital S. 12 take 5. Well, here I've written my number line. I go to my biggest number, 12. My sign tells me I'm taking away, so that means my number will be getting smaller. So my action is to go backwards on the number line. Starting at 12, I count back 5. 1. Sorry, let's start again. Starting at 12, I count back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I land on? 7. If you're able to count back in your head, that is absolutely perfect. You do not need to draw your number line, but it is there to help you if you want. Number 10. It is 3 o'clock, show 1 hour later. Well, my long hand will stay at number 12 because it's o'clock, and my short hand will point to the number 4. 4 o'clock. How much money altogether? 1 and 5 is 6, 10 more is 16, 2 more is 18 cents. Tick the one that rolls. Well, a cuboid has flat faces, so it slides. This is a cuboid lying down. Again, it has flat faces, so it slides. This is a sphere. It has curved faces, so it can roll. 2 less than 20. So less is another way of saying take away. So once again, I'm going to show you how to use your number line here. My big number is 20. Less means take away, so I'm counting backwards. I'm doing 2 less than 20, which is 1, 2 jumps. What did I land on? 18. Next, 3 plus what makes 10? Well, I know I'm at 3 and I want to get to 10. So I start at 3 and jump until I reach 10. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many jumps did it take me to get to 10? 7. Now ring the even numbers. Remember I said even numbers are ones that we can count up to in twos. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Those are my even numbers. Tell me how you think you did. Tick a sad face, okay face, or happy face. Count how many ticks you got and give yourself a score out of 15. As always, remember to write today's date on top of your page, 11.1. Marvelous maths, boys and girls. Now, boys and girls, it's time for some SPHE. In our homes and with our families, we all have our own role and contribution to make our life happier and easier. Our parents do so many jobs for us all day, every day to make our lives easier. But it is also important that we support and care for our family too by doing jobs that we are able to do around the house. There are many different jobs that you can help your family with in your kitchen. Today, your job is to set your table for dinner. When you have done that, I'd love for you to send me a picture on your Class Dojo portfolio and you will get your Helping Others Dojo point. You could start setting your table by perhaps putting out table mats. We count our table mats in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, you could put out your plates. Plates are also counted in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you could set the cutlery. Remember, cutlery comes in pairs, a knife and fork. When something comes in a pair, I count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Finally, I can put out the glasses. Glasses comes in ones, so I count in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're setting your table, see if you can count in ones for things that you put out in ones and twos for things that come in pairs. Finally, boys and girls, it's time to sit back, relax, and listen to your story of the week, A Squash and a Squeeze, written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Remember, the author is somebody who writes the book, so that is Julia Donaldson, and the illustrator is somebody who draws the picture. In this story, it is Axel Scheffler. The title of our book is A Squash and a Squeeze. Click the link to listen to your story. Well done, boys and girls, on a lovely day of learning. I'm so excited to see all the lovely learning you've done on our Class Dojo portfolio. Great job, boys and girls.